NonGone!
Hi, it's NonGone, and today we're learning to do stuff. We are going to replace the deck. Woohoo, home improvement. This is a big project. I'm not at all confident in my carpentry skills or abilities to do this, but that's really what the channel's about, right? Going outside your comfort zone. Hopefully, if I document every step of the way and give you pro tips and share my mistakes, then you watching this will feel confident in your own abilities as well, even if it's outside your comfort zone. I'm going to break this into 3 videos. This one's just going to be prep and demolition, and then we're going to put most of the deck together in video 2. Video 3 is going to be the railing and the railing alone and our success, hopefully. So this is what we're dealing with right here. We got a standard 10 by 12 wood deck. It's about 20 years old. It has got 2 big problems with it. One is that the decking and the railing is deteriorating and rotten from water damage. That's mostly a maintenance issue. Nobody did anything for the first 6 years, and then we only stained it about 3 times in the 13 that we've been here, and that's not nearly enough to properly maintain a wood deck. Rather than build another wood deck on top of it and try to stain it better, which I don't think we're going to be able to do, we're going to go ahead and try to find some composite decking. So that's more durable, doesn't require staining. The other issue here is that the post over here is just sort of falling away to the abyss. You can see it's pulling away from the house. If you look from the back, it's not level at all. I'm a little surprised that it's still standing, actually. Knowing what I know about how the house was built, I'm going to guess they didn't install this properly. They either didn't put concrete around the post or they didn't dig it deep enough, and now it's just sort of rotten or deteriorating. We'll figure out that as we go. So the first thing I learned right away is that there is no comprehensive decking system. Nobody's going to give you a kit. You got to figure out how to build it yourself. We tried big box stores. We tried smaller lumber yards. We met with a lot of difficulty finding something that met our needs. And that brings me to pro tip number 1 when it comes to any type of large project like this. And this is a NonGone tip, and she knows what she's talking about. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. And if it feels right, do it right away. We went back and forth all year trying to find a solution and just couldn't come up with anything that felt like we were ready to move forward. And so we didn't. Rather than getting pressured into, thousands and thousands of dollars that we didn't understand why or what we wanted to do, we just kind of let it go. And the nice part is every time you make a new pass, you learn something more about what's out there and also what you are looking for. And that has applied for our relationship for almost 20 years. In this case, I was shopping with my buddy E-Man a couple of months ago, and after like a year of coming up with nothing for this deck, and we were going for something else, and we happened to walk by the decking, and I saw a big pallet full of these boards, the dark cocoa from TimberTech. As soon as I saw them, I was like, yep, that's our deck. And I called Mimi up right away, and she came up and approved the purchase, and we bought them that day. All of a sudden, after like a full year of planning and preparation and figuring it out and coming up empty, we're now proud owners of this decking material. And so that was pretty cool, because now we have everything we need to do the top part of the deck without any idea as to how all of it's going to get put together. I was not sure that I could build all of this together and conceive of it all together. Yep. And so that brings me to pro tip number 2, which is eat the elephant one bite at a time. Basically what it means is if you have a huge project that's overwhelming you, try to break it into smaller projects that you can do. And that's what I did. I'm going to break this into the posts, the joists, the decking, the steps, and the railing. Like the posts, right? So once we get everything demoed, there's only 2 posts. I mean, anybody can dig 2 holes, right? And so then at that point, you just have to figure out what you're putting in the hole, fill it back up, and now you're done with part 1, and you don't have to worry about it again. So don't be afraid to break stuff into multiple stages or multiple parts. It'll be more overwhelming and less overwhelming, I guess. So there you go. Pro tip number 2, break stuff into parts. And so with that said, we are finally ready to break ground on this project. Yay! So it is demo day. Before you demo, let me give you pro tip number 3, which is take good notes. So cell phones are great for this. Just take a quick video or a slow video walking around all the parts. So when you're in the middle of it, trying to figure out how something went together, you have some evidence instead of just going off of memory. So very important. In my case, I'm going to even go a little further and get my legal pad out, make notes about about fasteners and number of screws and all that kind of stuff, that's probably overkill. But as long as you take a real good video or some detailed pictures, that will help you down the road. So take good notes. Once you're ready to finally break into it, I'll give you pro tip number 4 on this, which is start soft and end rough. Don't go chopping into this with your Sawzall. You don't know what's under there. You might need something under there and wish you hadn't cut it up. So we're just going to use the standard hammer and pry bar and start pulling these boards off. I'm going to keep the stairs intact because I have no idea how to build stairs. And so that'll be nice to have a template when I go to do that. I'm also going to be removing the nails on all of these boards by hand. We're going to burn this wood in the fire pit in the backyard. If you are not immediately throwing this in a construction dumpster, I suggest you take the nails out as well. I know it's tedious and time consuming, but so is going to the ER for a tetanus shot, and you don't want all those rusty nails just floating around your backyard. And that really is it. Now it is just elbow grease. Just take them off board by board. Eventually you will end up with something like this. I'm really glad I didn't cut into this. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, which makes me feel better about having to go with wood underneath. If it doesn't rot as quickly as the top does, then that's great. And I see there's a big sill plate right here that's held to the foundation of the house with like some railroad ties or something. I'm really glad I don't have to figure that out either. So as you can see, this post is definitely not functional. So we'll have to work that out. You can see it just wobbling around. Good thing it didn't break on us or fail. So I think we got it just in time. And that's where we're going to go ahead and stop for this one. We're going to get into actually replacing some of this stuff next. But now we've got it torn apart and we can take a look and start buying materials and get going forward. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully this helps a little bit on the preparation end. And I will see you in the next one. In the meantime, stay bad, people. NonGone is gone.